be consistent with the messages. Let's see. There we go. Right, let's see if there's anything in the air for love. Let me see. What kind of energy do I want to start off with? I really didn't give this live a lot of thought. The easiest thing for me to do is just pick a sign. See what sign comes out. You know what? I'll just do an overall energy. Overall energy. Let's put this here. How funny, a Leo comes out. It is Leo season. It is Leo season. Happy birthday to all the Leos. Let me see what is in your love energy. That was just my little flamingo that just kind of fell down. The show must go on still. Let's get a better setup. Boom. Leo, what is going on in your love life? What is going on? We're just going to go through the signs. We'll see how it goes. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome here. And if you are connecting with this Leo, you might resonate with this message. Just want to know what's going on with the sign of Leo. Just want to see in your love life. We're going to get into light and shadow energy. That's how I'm going to do this one. Light and shadow energy. Give me some light energy and love for Leo. And thank you for dropping by if you do, or watching the replay. Right now I'm in the energy of Leo. It's the first sign that came out. Right. Leo, in your energy, okay, we'll do it like this. In your energy, we have the Two of Pentacles. You could be juggling. This is your light energy. I feel like when it comes to relationships, you could be all over the place. So we have you juggling a lot of options. You're trying to prioritize everything. Like, I don't know if it's with different lovers or is it just your lover and your work. The Six of Swords is here because I do feel like you want something safe in a relationship. You want somebody that you can trust, you can be with, you can love, and you can really care about. You have a lot of energy in your Leo. You have a lot of energy in your reading, Leo, for this love, light and shadow energy. But you have the Ten of Pentacles here as well. So you have a lot of priorities. You're trying to juggle. You want something safe, something secure in love. This Ten of Pentacles represents you wanting financial abundance, generational wealth, and you want that soulmate that can help you build. We have an Aries that just showed up into your reading. You could have Aries in your chart, or you could be attracted to this Aries. The Emperor is here. So you like to have power in relationships. You like to be on your throne. You really come across as a person that is a leader and having fresh ideas, and you want to be treated as the head of the head in your relationships. You don't want to be placed second. The Hermit in reverse is here, so you could be connecting with the Virgo. With the Hermit being in reverse, there's also an energy of you sometimes likes to isolate yourself in relationships. So the partner that picks you or you pick, they would have to understand that sometimes you just want to be alone, and it's not going to be for very long, but you need your space. So the Eight of Pentacles, this is all light energy for Leo. The Eight of Pentacles is here because you like mastering a skill. You like really knowing what you're doing. When you have a skill or you have something that you have your eye on, or you're trying to build something, you really put a lot of energy and work into it. So a lover that is with you will have to understand that you are a person that likes to master a skill because you love to have the attention and be looked at as a leader, be seen and placed in a high regard with people. Let's get into some shadow energy. Eight of Wands. Your communication skills are kind of lacking. So with this Eight of Wands in your shadow energy, your communication skills can be kind of lacking. Sometimes you can be impulsive with this Eight of Wands energy. Like you have a lot of passion, and sometimes that passion does get you in difficult situations because you tend to say things before you actually think about things, or you just feel compelled to just come out with something. Like it's very strong, it's a high energy, it's either in communication or travel. Maybe you'll get up and go do something, you really won't consult with your partner first. You kind of just like to do what you want to do, and that's your downfall in a relationship. Your communication is not really the best, and also you kind of do your own thing, and that kind of may hurt your partner. That's a Leo's energy. Hi everyone that's here. Thank you so much for just even dropping down. I appreciate you. If you have a if you want a 1 card pull, or if you want to give me your sign, we could do a 1 card pull on you. You can also ask me a yes or no question. All right, who's the Cancer just came out next. We're gonna put Leo to the side. And we're going to get into the energy of Cancer and relationships. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. Cancer, what is going to come out for Cancer in their light energy? Not the shadow, the light energy. Please give me guidance to the light energy for Cancer. What do they need to know in relationships, or the person that's actually in a relationship or dealing with the Cancer? What should they know about their Cancer in this love, light, and shadow energy? Let's go, Cancer. That's the one. Queen of Pentacles has come out for you. So I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles being in your light energy, you like abundance, you like stability. When it comes to you, you do like to be the head of your group, in your situation, in your love situation, maybe even in your family. But there is a lot of stability here. You can be very nurturing in your highest vibration with the Queen of Pentacles. You can also be a person that really takes care of home. Like you like something that is practical, something that is comfortable, things that really make sense and can provide abundance. You don't really like too much chaos in your life. Let's get into the shadow energy for a person that may be dealing with this Cancer. If more than 1 card comes out, I'll address it, but usually if there's only 1 card, that's the only card we're going to address. Oh, and your shadow energy, we have the Lovers in reverse. You could be connected to a Gemini. You could have Gemini in your chart. But in the shadow energy, this is almost like, it feels like a good energy, because I feel like the Lovers in reverse, your shadow energy is like you don't like to separate. So when you're with the person, you're not looking at this person like, oh, I'm with you and we're going to separate. You don't want to break up. You want to find that soulmate. So a person that gets with you needs to know that you probably looked at them and you've studied them and you kind of seen like, okay, are we going to match? And so in your shadow energy, you don't like to give up that easily. Let's say somebody said, you know, it's not working out. I feel like if you really love this person, you want to be with them, and it's not like one of those situations to where you just jumped into it. I feel like if it's not like that and you really studied this person, then you're really not going to want to separate. You're going to try to do everything you can to keep this person in your life. And they do say Cancers are manipulative to a certain extent that they are, but in this energy, I can understand that because you really are looking for something stable. So the person that comes or came into your life, if they weren't here for the long lasting of it, then what was the purpose? So the Lovers in reverse is you clinging on to a person or someone, or the soulmate connection, the harmony, the peace that you once wanted. Libra, we'll do Libra next. Libra. That was for Cancer. Let's skip on to Libra. Libra. The lavish cardinal sign of Libra. Give me my scales, please. I'm ready. Okay, here we have the Libra. We're going to put Cancer to the side. And we're going to go ahead and come back with Libra. What is Libra's light and shadow energy in relationships at this point? What do they need to know? What is the person that is dealing with them needs to know, or the person that is in love with them having a connection with Libra? Libras are air signs. We all know that. And they love to have balance and peace. So they're not above telling any little white lies when it comes to having peace. Like, they would have to just, if something's going to lead to an argument, they're more times than not, they're just going to avoid the argument. It's not really worth it for them. Okay, give me something for Libra. Okay, in your light energy, you have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is stability, and it's also about gathering and partnership, being balanced with your person. This is a community, a soulmate connection. This is in your light energy. You also have an energy of, in your light energy, making plans and sticking with them. So Libra, it feels like in this energy, you could have a person that you're interested in, and you're not really a person to be all into it at first. Even if you kind of like this person, you're really feeling this person, I do feel the sense that you could still be looking out for other people in this energy, because you don't know if this person is the one. But there is a Three of Pentacles that could represent you kind of putting yourself in a third party, because you want stability, you want that soulmate connection, you want to be with the person, but really, is this person the one? You don't know, so you got to keep your eyes open. You got to keep your ear to the streets. You got to go out looking good. So that's in your light energy, that you are wanting stability. You are seeking a soulmate connection. You could be coming in contact with someone, but you could also be looking at other people as well. Oh, King of Swords in your shadow energy. King of Swords, Libra, you just showed up to your own reading. You showed up in reverse. The King of Swords is lying and manipulation. My goodness, what is going on here? So in your shadow energy, it feels like a sense of you kind of lying and manipulating situations. You're kind of being a little too outspoken and too domineering. It's the energy of being bossy and being completely negative for some reason. So this kind of leads me back to initially, maybe the person that you are dealing with, you don't know if this person is the one, and you're kind of filling them out, you're testing them out, and then in your shadow energy, you're kind of doing your thing to where you're not at your highest vibration, because maybe this person isn't the one. So they're playing and you're playing too. The advice here for you, because there was some negative energy there, the advice here for you is Four of Swords. Relax, chill out, go get a spa treatment or go get a massage or something. But the universe wants you to relax, just chill, take yourself out of the game for a little while and have time for yourself. You don't have to be in a relationship. Yes, it will bring you balance, but it can unbalance you as well. So if this relationship is not working, or the person that you are connecting with is not working, take yourself out and do your own thing, and just let this person do their own thing as well. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Message retracted. All right. So let's move on. What time? We're at 13 minutes. Okay, so let's see. We did Libra, we did Leo, we did Cancer. I see Pisces is next. I'm not going in any particular order. We're going to do Pisces now. Pisces. So give me a light and shadow energy for a Pisces. Something that I can interpret appropriately. See what their person that is connecting with them needs to know, or a person that is around them in a romantic way needs to know, or maybe what Pisces needs to know about themselves. What do you got for Pisces? If anything. You Pisces, are you guarded today? What's going on? Okay, that's the one. The Emperor in reverse, Pisces, where are you coming across in this relationship? Okay, I can see it a little bit. You could be connecting to Aries, or you could have Aries in your chart. The Emperor in reverse came out for you in your light energy, but this to me feels like you're being submissive toward a person in a relationship. So you're kind of giving away your power in this relationship, maybe even your ideas, your money, the way you, even some of your respect. I'm just going to say that in this relationship. So in your highest vibration, we know that Pisces are self-sacrificing individuals. So it's not uncommon to, when Pisces fall in love, they tend to like jump head over heels for someone. And you're like, wait, what? And they tend to put their logic in their back pocket. They don't really think straight. I mean, you could go outside and the partner could say the sky is pink, and Pisces be like, yeah, I see a little pink. So in this relationship, it feels like you are giving your all and losing a lot of your power in this relationship. Let me see what is in your shadow energy. In your shadow energy, maybe there's competition here with your person, a need for you to stand your ground, but that's in your shadow energy. So you could have a lot of fighting with this person, or you have put your guard down because you really like this person, you really want to be with this person, or you have invested a lot in this person and you're not really ready to move on. So here we have you feeling the need to fight and fight harder and harder for this person. And it's starting to come across, like I said, that you're giving away a lot of your power while you're trying to keep up this relationship. Let's see if there's any advice. So we do have a Queen of Cups here. The advice here to me is, Pisces, you have to get back into your own energy. We know that the Queen of Cups represents Pisces energy. It's in your advice position, and in this energy, it's saying stop being a pushover. You have to really express how you feel and stop giving away so much of your power. You know, Pisces are loving, logical, intelligent, empathic, really just natural when it comes to love. But for some reason, somewhere in this energy, you've given away a lot of yourself, and you have to get back to doing you, which is the Queen of Cups energy. Okay, Pisces, that's what I have for Pisces. Let's move on. And this is no particular order. We're just going because we are at 17 minutes. Light and shadow energy. Let's go with Scorpio, our water sign, fixed sign, Scorpio. We're going to see what is in the light and shadow energy, how you are connecting to your partner, and see what your partner potentially needs to know about you, or the person that is dealing with you. What do they need to know? Or Scorpio, what is in Scorpio's light energy? Okay, there's more than one, so I'll have to address it. So we have a Knight of Swords and an Ace of Wands. So this is you, Scorpio. You are highly passionate about your person. You have a new opportunity, a new beginning, feeling like you just want to be in love. This person could be a person that you have never dealt with before, or it could be a person that brings out a lot of passion in you. So here we have you coming across as a person that is full of new ideas, a new journey, just a new divine love that has a lot of passion. We have the Knight of Swords is also in your light energy. So you, Scorpio, can be very reckless with your mouth. You are very domineering. So it just feels like in this energy, in your light energy, you're coming across very haste. Maybe you say things too quickly, say things that you don't mean, and it comes back to bite you with this Knight of Swords. This is definitely something you have to watch. Do they mean it? Yes, they do mean it. But right now it feels like, because the passion is so strong in this relationship, I feel like you have lost a lot of your control in this relationship. I don't know if it's because the communication, the sex, the attraction, whatever it is, you've kind of went off the deep end with this person, with this Knight of Swords energy. Like I said, it's very haste, reckless, and can be a little bit destructive, but it's something that is very passionate for you too. In your shadow energy, Scorpio, in your shadow energy, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is you needing to get out more, needing to express yourself more, needing to work on understanding others in relationships. Let me see, is there any advice here? That Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, sorry, did come out in reverse. What is the advice? Making plans with your person, being with your person, Scorpio. Making plans, being with your person, being with your person, making a decision here. You could be keeping this person's, you could be stringing along this person. Like you're not all into it. That's the energy I'm kind of feeling. So the advice here is definitely, if you want to be with this person, you have a lot of this passion. Maybe you could be jealous and reckless at times of this person. You need to offer them something that they can't refuse and offer them something solid with you, Scorpio. That's what I have for Scorpio. Alrighty, let's do Aries. Aries is coming out next. There's no particular order. These big cards be breaking my hand. Let me try the little cards. Where's my little cards? Oh, here they are. So let's see what we got for Aries. Why is this so close? Look at my little setup. Then after this, we'll have to go to TikTok. All right, what do we have for Aries? What is in their light and shadow energy? In your light energy, you have a Ten of Pentacles as well. So this Ten of Pentacles, this came out with another sign. That was Leo. Maybe you're connecting to a Leo, Aries. Maybe you should connect with a Leo. But this Ten of Pentacles represents you, Aries. You want abundance, generational wealth, a soulmate connection, and a person that you can truly love. This is all about you and your person making each other feel important, having a successful relationship that has a lot of security in it, financial security as well. We know that Aries are attracted to status, and achievements. So you really want a partner that can bring something to the table when it comes to building. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it has to be like maybe even reputation here. So with you and your person, like I said, you being with your person, you are showing yourself as a person that really wants to build and have a soulmate loving connection. Let me see your shadow energy. The Strength card. So in your shadow energy, you have the Strength card. And to me, that you don't show enough of courage when it comes to a person. I just said that Leo has been all over Aries energy. And here we go with the Strength card, because the Strength card does represent Leo. So Leo is in your energy. You could be connected to a Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart. And this is you really trying to muster up the courage to really tell this person how you feel. Like you feel like you don't know if you're ready to endure so much for a person, because Aries tend to think of themselves and they like to be first, and they are the leader. So I feel like in this energy, sometimes you don't know if you could be the person to give a person everything that you would want from that person. I hope that makes sense. It's like you are a receiver, but it's hard for you to give. And sometimes that could be your biggest challenge in relationships. So the Strength card, having the courage to go out of your comfort zone, having the courage to face a person and tell them your needs or meet their needs. This here is in your shadow position. It's also you not, it's a feeling of you not ready to take on what is the word I'm looking for? I'm so sorry. Like you're not ready to take on the problems or the energy or the just responsibilities. There we go. The responsibilities of your lover. Like you are the person that you want a lot of things, but sometimes, Aries, it's very hard for you to give things back to your person for whatever reason it is for you. So I see here see you here, and then we have the infinity sign that's in the strength card, you get very hesitant when somebody's talking about forever with you. Let's make it official. I'm yours and we're together. Like, you tend to draw back because you are an independent person. And like I said, a lot of time you're the head of the zodiac. So when people do say you are selfish, you can take that as it is. But we know that you are the head of the zodiac sign. You are the leader. You're first. And so that just comes with your traits in your sign. But at the same time, I just feel like you get very hesitant when it comes to being in love with a person or really making solid plans with a person, because I don't know if you're ready to give up your freedom, your money, or if you're even ready to like look after a person the way that they would be or partner with a person the way that you partner with a person when you are in love. Let me see if there's any advice that comes out. I feel like I just rambled. Let me get a drink of water too. Okay, so let me do a quick shuffle. Is there any advice for our Aries when it comes to relationships? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Aries, if you know that the advice here is, if you know that you're not ready, you're not going to fully give yourself, it's not a good time for you, or maybe you're not a person that likes to share things, just avoid this new connection. Just don't even put a person in a situation to where you make them fall in love with you or make them want to be around you, because we know that you can be very charming when you want to. But the advice here is to don't even entertain this person, because whoever's coming into your life or whoever's in your life, they are looking for something very serious, and you are presenting yourself as that person, giving them something very serious, but you are really hesitant deep down and underneath. So don't even bother, let this person be free and let them do what they want. Okay, that's Aries. Gemini, you are next. There's no particular order. We did Leo. Let's see, who do we do? Okay, we did Cancer, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. Now we are doing Geminis. We only have a few left. What do you have for Gemini, the person that's connecting to Gemini in their light energy in relationships? Page of Pentacles. Here you are, Gemini, being a giver. I love this for you. So this means like the Page of Pentacles is you being a high-spirited, fun person, and you're really just naturally giving. You give very easily. You're very sociable and highly intelligent when it comes to love and being with your person. You're almost so intelligent to where it throws people off, even your person, because it comes across like you always want a good debate, and that can kind of annoy your person. But this is one of your best qualities, because you have done a lot of research and you like to know a little about a lot of things, and you can mix and mingle with anybody when you know a little bit about a lot of things. So this is you using your good common sense. You're loyal in this energy. You are honest, and we know that Geminis get a bad rap for not being honest, but in this energy you're honest and you're trustworthy, and you're really just ready to be with somebody or offer this person something that is just so pure. What is in your shadow energy? Gemini, in your person's shadow energy. Okay, so the same thing that is great about you is coming across not so great. We have communication and traveling. And so this is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you too have an issue with bad timing. That's what the card says. Like, even though Geminis can make you feel like the only one, like they really want to be with you, in this energy, it feels like bad timing with relationships, like bad communication, and like I said, you could be the type of sign to kind of press a person, and you're really just very inquisitive about things, but it comes across as like nagging at times or always wanting to debate. So the Eight of Wands is here, and it's saying that in relationships at times you tend to avoid commitment communication, even though you're coming across like everything is great and this is new and you really want to be with this person, deep down underneath it's a feeling of being a bad time for you. You're not really saying that to this person. Maybe you're avoiding decision making or communication with your person. I feel like, again, there's a lot of issues with you taking action. So, you always, there's a lot of times people say you meet a Gemini and they're completely different after you get in a relationship with them. It's almost like you don't know who you're meeting when you're dating a Gemini, because they have so many different characteristics or so many different personalities. And this is making me feel that way because, you're very generous in the beginning and then you kind of changed it up right in the middle of the relationship. Let me see what else is here. I just want to make sure I'm reading Gemini correctly. You got two. Right. So I look at this. Look what just came out together. We have a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands. I do feel like this person that you are with, you feel like you could see them as a soulmate, or either you could be looking for that soulmate connection. Look at that. We have a divine connection. We have a king and a queen here. It doesn't matter if you're male, two males, two females, doesn't matter, or male or female, it doesn't matter. But this is a divine connection that you have with someone. So what is stopping the divine connection, or why is there some hesitancy? This Gemini does want victory. So I think ultimately, Gemini, you know what you want and you really want to be that person for your person. But I think that shadow side of you tend to be incongruent is the word that I'm looking for. You're incongruent with how you present to your person. But if you're connecting with a Gemini, you really love this Gemini, you feel like this person is the one, you're kind of unsure because they have shown you signs. I really do feel like this Gemini is in love with you and they see you as a soulmate and they want victory. They want public and private success. They want to be able to show you off. They want to be shown off. They want to spoil you and they want to be spoiled by you. So if you're connecting with this Gemini, yes, right now it could be a bad time to have a conversation, but it's definitely something real and something that they want. They want to be with you. Okay, so that was Gemini. Who do we have? I know I can say we haven't done Aquarius. I know that. Who else? Capricorn, I don't think. Give me 1 second, please. Let me see. So we did 8 signs already. 7 signs already. Okay. So let's see. Who else is next? Capricorn. I don't know why Capricorn looks so different on this symbol for me. Capricorn is next. Please give me some light and shadow energy in regards to Capricorn. What does the person connecting to them need to know, or maybe what Capricorn needs to know about themselves? How are they presenting themselves in the light energy and the shadow energy? Capricorn. Come on, come with it. I've seen some destruction too, but we're going to see if it comes out. Need something for Capricorn and their light energy. Oh, you have, just like the Gemini, you have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so here you are as well. Maybe you're connecting to that Gemini, and this is why there's a miscommunication. Because Geminis and Capricorns, they tend not to be the most talked about pick with each other. But okay, so for you as well, you are a person that is high spirited. You're engaging with your person. You're optimistic in this relationship, and you're sociable, being very charming with your person. I feel like there's a sense of loyalty, and you are educated and intelligent. Let me clarify this Page of Pentacles too. Capricorn, you could be connecting to this Leo. What is your person's sign? So you, with the Queen of Cups, there's a feeling of you having emotional stability, emotional intelligence, but you are also domineering and charismatic, Capricorn, in this relationship. It's like you command what you want in relationships. You are a strong leader and highly innovative. You are a hard worker. You are seeking this new opportunity and this new beginning with your person or this person that is connecting with you. So it's a feeling of you being loving and having a family, having inner peace, being with a person that actually makes you feel seen and heard and loved, not a person that kind of keeps you in the corner or away from things. I feel like this person that you are seeking, or the energy that you have for love, is you following your heart for once, following your instincts. I know a lot of times Capricorns can be very practical and they tend to not really do everything based on emotions, but I feel like underneath you do want emotion. You want an emotional soulmate type connection with your person. You don't want to just be a person that is seen as a friend. What's your shadow energy looking like? But are you connecting with a Cancer? This came out in Cancers too. But this is actually a good thing to me when you have the Lovers in reverse. You also could be connecting to the Gemini. So Capricorn, I see Leo, Gemini, Leos and Gemini in your chart or in this energy. But the Capricorn in reverse and this Lover's energy, it's a Gemini's energy, it's the Lover's energy, it's a Gemini's energy, it's in reverse, and it's saying that you really want somebody for the long haul. When you pick your person, it's a person that you expect to be with. You don't expect to be played with or dicked around or are not appreciated in a relationship. So whoever this person is that is coming in contact with you needs to know that you are in this for the long haul. You don't want to separate. You want a soulmate connection. If we're going to be together, we are going to be together. We're going to do this. It's not going to be any half stepping in our relationship. So with this energy, I feel like in your shadow energy, you will fight for love. You will be there for your person. You will be the person that gives hope and morality in a relationship, but you really want to be with the person that can stand the test of time. It can't just be anybody for you, because you're not looking to do a one and done. You want to be with somebody for real, for real. So that is Capricorn. Let's do... Did we do Sagittarius? I feel like we didn't do Aquarius or Sagittarius yet. We have a couple more signs. Oh, we didn't do Virgo. Virgo just came up. We'll do Virgo. Let's see what Virgo looking like in this relationship. Let me Okay, so after Virgo, we have three more signs: Aquarius and Sagittarius, and one more, and Taurus. So this is Virgo, though. This is for Virgo. How are they coming across to their partner, their light and shadow energy? Maybe they can use this information for themselves or their partners, or whoever they are connecting with can use it to their advantage and understanding. Okay, let's see. Virgo. How's Virgo coming across in relationships? Ooh, Virgo. Okay, you got a little Capricorn in your energy. I'm taking both of them. They both came out. So Virgo, you are coming across as a person that is a little aggressive here. That's usually not your vibe, but in this relationship, this energy, it feels like you're aggressive. You're kind of keeping score in a relationship. So it's energy of you kind of being angry, and this is in your light energy, but you can be controlling and manipulative sometimes, and especially in this energy. So this is you maybe you're overworking yourself for the relationships, and Virgos tend to do that. Virgos tend to want to put up a good front when it comes to relationships, so they will go out of their way to make sure everything is perfect, and they will carry on the load of their partner. And maybe behind the scenes they're nitpicking their partner, but they will carry that facade that the relationship is going well, even if they are struggling in the back end. They don't want you to see them as being weak or not able to keep something that they work so hard for. So they will go out of their way and they will work for their relationships, but they will cause chaos in the back if you're not helping, or on the back end, or where people cannot see. So we have the Four of Swords here. This is in light energy once again, so I'm addressing that. I feel like you feel like you're losing control in this relationship. Maybe you're losing some of your power. So your communication is falling on deaf ears. It's giving me an energy of a lot of conflicts going on. Like, it could be two people fighting over who's dominates the relationship, who's doing the most work, who loves each other more. What's in your shadow energy? I'm just making sure my deck isn't in reverse, because this is the first time this energy is coming up, but that's fine. We'll go with it. Okay. So although you are raising hell, Virgo, I don't feel like you're ready to let go. I feel like you're still in this and you're still ready to fight for this. So in your shadow energy is that although there is trouble in a relationship and people are looking at you like, why are you still here? Why are you still doing this? Why are you still with this person? In your shadow energy, you're not going to let go. You're really going to be with this person and do whatever you can to keep this relationship going. It's over when you say it's over, pretty much. But you are highly frustrated and it's coming out. It shows. In your advice position, the universe is saying that it is time to make some great changes, make some big changes, putting an end to a problem, enjoying the experience that you had, or taking on this opportunity to learn from this situation and leaving this situation. This is what the advice card says, picking up where you are and just leaving or prioritizing other things. I feel like you put a lot on yourself because you have taken on a lot of responsibility in a relationship. This card came out. I was just playing with the cards. The universe wants you, perhaps you can get some advice on how to deal with the situation that you're going through. I don't know why I feel like, because this has come up a few times actually, but a financial struggle, Virgo, in your relationship. Maybe you're overgiving to your person for the sake of making it look like everything is okay, and it's really kind of hurting your pockets as well. This is the energy of you needing a new opportunity or wanting a new opportunity. So the universe is like, you can separate or focus on something new, or maybe go seek a counselor that can help you deal with these emotions, because there's a lot going on for you. So that's Virgo's energy. We got two more. We have a cat. We already did Capricorn. We have a Sagittarius. Okay. Divinely guided messages for a Sagittarius. Light and shadow energy. What does the Sagittarius need to know, or what does this person that is connecting with a Sagittarius need to know? Give them some advice when it comes to how they are looking in love, or give advice to the person that they're connecting with. Light energy for Sag. Ooh. So 5 of Pentacles is in your light energy, Sagittarius. It feels like you're coming across as a person that feels like you are left out in the cold in relationships. And this could be financially or mentally or physically draining for you, because you don't want to be left out in the cold when it comes to your relationship. I feel like there's a lot of stress going on. Things are wearing you down, or there's a lot of worry in your heart. Maybe you have some health problems, as I said, going on, but it's like you're almost seeking support from the person that you want to be with the most, and this is something that you're not getting from that person. Let's clarify this 5 of Pentacles energy for us, Sag. Okay, this is Two of Pentacles in reverse, and this is all about stability. So it's like you're forced to handle responsibilities in the relationship, or forced to pick up a lot of the weight or the load in a relationship. It's almost like I think you rethink this relationship a lot because it just puts so much on you. And even if you're not talking about it, it definitely shows by the way you are presenting yourself. Let me see what is in your shadow. That's the light. What's the shadow energy? Okay. Okay. So we have 2 5s in an energy. So fives indicate losses, but with the 5 of Swords being in your shadow energy, it's you. You're kind of avoiding the outcome to this problem. Like, you know the things that you should do in your shadow energy. You know that you probably should walk away or leave, or you've overstayed this welcome. But I feel like you're still in this energy. It's like you want to stand and fight instead of walking away because maybe you have something to prove. Let me clarify this. Oh my goodness. Let me clarify this. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting not the best. Okay. The Hangman is here. This is a Pisces energy, your person or you. Somebody can have Pisces in their chart, but this is major. So this is you contradicting yourself, Sagittarius. You contradict yourself a lot in this relationship, and things maybe are confusing for you. So they're coming across very confusing to other people because that's how you are interpreting the things that you are going through. I feel like you have a lot of instinctual power. Like, Sagittariuses are definitely instinctive because they are signs that kind of move by the seat of their pants. So they have to be instinctual to know like when danger is coming. Like, they have to follow their instincts in their highest vibration. But I feel like in this position, in this Hangman's position, you are avoiding your instincts. You know what the right thing to do is. And I feel like you're opposing that for some reason. So is there something that you're gaining by showing yourself this way? Or is it the fact that you just don't want to be alone? You're already going through a lot in your life with this 5 of Pentacles, maybe depression, health issues, like I said, financial loss. And you would rather be amongst bad company than to be alone, because to be alone would definitely be very hurtful for you. And there are things that you think about when you are alone, and it's just worse. So trust and believe. Sometimes, certain people do need to be in a group, and it is helping them no matter how much this group looks like it's bringing them down. It's kind of keeping them alive. And I feel like in this energy, that's the energy that I'm feeling from a Sagittarius. Like, you know that this is not well, but you are willing to make this sacrifice because it's keeping you entertained in your mind off of other things. Let me see if there's any advice here. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. Do you have any advice for our beautiful Sagittarius? Ooh. Sagittarius, you could be around a Leo. You have 3 advice cards. So we have you. It says, we know that life seems unbearable. This separation from the day-to-day things that you love is really very hard. And the universe wants to acknowledge that maybe this conflict with your emotions is ultimately helping your personal growth. So it's not something that's necessarily, it's not a complete bad thing, but because you're going through all this, it's going to help you emotionally grow. Find your passion again. So it's time for you to heal, a new journey, a new project, find your personal power or gain your power back. You're full of intellect, and it's time for you to get that passion and get back to your high point. Ooh, Leo just showed up to your reading with this strength card. this is you being the compassionate person you were or are, and you're able to endure adversity, but at the same time you still need that inner strength, and that inner strength is going to take you further than you can ever go with outer chaos, if that makes sense. So you have chaos on the outside, but you need inner strength. So you need to build yourself up. I'm really just trying to think about this and get intuitively about this. So building up your inner strength and building yourself up as you're going through all these heartaches and different things is going to be more powerful than projecting and pretending like whatever's going on inside of you doesn't exist. So here you are, you're being challenged, and it's you need to relearn how to gain control in situations, and being that person that is courageous here. Like, you are a person that is strong. You look for support and support will find you. So have patience. And I'm just looking at the card to you all. Do not allow weakness or the weaknesses of others to become your problems. So if you're in a situation to where you're putting yourself out there and you're allowing other people's weaknesses, how they treat you, what they say to you, if you're allowing yourself to mirror them, then you've gained a problem. You're making their problem your problem. And the universe is saying that you need to get out of this. This is the advice here. You need to gain that inner strength to deal with whatever's going on with you personally, so you can stop entertaining all this negative energy. Because the more negative energy you entertain, the more that's going to come. It's just going to continue to come, because that's what you're manifesting. That's what you're projecting to the world. People are going to be attracted to you because you're just completely negative and full of conflict, versus the person that you truly are, which is probably a person that is highly courageous and compassionate and strong and able to endure things that others probably couldn't have. A person that is full of new ideas and new beginnings, new journeys, loving to be adventurous. So I hope it resonates with you. That's for Sagittarius. Okay, I think we had, how many more? I think we had one. We didn't do Taurus, did we? Is this Taurus? No, that's not Taurus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we have 2 more, and I know one is Taurus, but who's the other one? Aquarius. Okay. Okay, I got them both. So I said Taurus. Taurus is next. Give me a divinely guided message for the sign of Taurus, light and shadow energy, what their person that they are connecting with may want to know about them, and what Tauruses probably could learn about themselves as well. Light and shadow energy. In love relationships specifically. Oh my goodness. Okay, Taurus, 9 of Swords. Okay, so there's Taurus in relationships and love. I feel like in your highest vibration with this light energy, you're able to take things on the chin, whatever grief, emotional pain, depression that you're feeling, even guilt. You have the propensity to stay up at night and deal with this, versus being forward and confronting the issue in front of people or your person. I feel like you do take on a lot. So this is in your light energy. It feels like a lot of sleepless nights, and let me look. Oh, again, I'm reading the card, but it says some misery and great pain. Can we elaborate on that? Is there any clarification with that 9 of Swords? Okay, but also with the 9 of Swords, we have 8 of Pentacles. You're also a person in a relationship that can focus on the goal, focus on the plan. You are highly detailed. You pay attention to detail. You know how to master a skill and like really be the best in your class, in the class of what you are doing or on your level. You are hardworking. You can be very successful, and you definitely have a path for the get rich prosperity, like you're a prospect for get rich because you are a hard worker and you know how to charm people and build things from the ground up. You're a fixed sign, so you tend to not stop until it's done. And that's how you are in relationships. You tend to stand strong in relationships, really try to be the person that's building your person up and having materialistic abundance, being focused and just stable in your relationships. Let's see what else. What is in the shadow energy? Seven of Swords. Deep down inside, even though you have the strength of taking things on the chin, being a person that actually has taking things on the chin, being a person that can stay up at night, maybe have deep pain and not tell anybody, but really just deal with it within yourself. And you are focused on relationships and building things and growing and providing wealth with your person. On the shadow side, there is a side of you that you tend to question your own decision making in relationships. You question yourself a lot. Like I said, this is not something you let people know that you do, but there's things that you feel like sometimes you miss signs, you miss opportunities. You tend to not want to take that responsibility of leaving a person once you are in love with the person. So you kind of put up with certain situations that you probably should let go. What else is here? Taurus just showed up to their own reading with the Empress. So I also feel like in this energy, Taurus, when you have a person that you love, you tend to take a back seat too for the growth of relationship. Like you kind of pull back in relationships. I'm just trying to see what is going on. So in your shadow energy, we have the Empress. And maybe this is just in this relationship, a lot of growth and self-development. Giving away your freedom for your comfort in this relationship. Knowing that you probably could have better, deserve better. But at the same time, you want to be in this relationship, so you are just putting yourself on the back burner. The Empress is in the shadow position, so it's kind of like you've taken your role as that person of being a person with new ideas, independent, fresh-minded, creative, loving, and you've kind of put that on the back burner for this person because you want this relationship to work. Let me see. And so, I mean, maybe you're just being submissive. Maybe it's not a negative thing. You're just submitting to your partner because you want a relationship to work. And here we are with the Strength card again. The advice position is, the Strength card is the card of tolerance. You could be connected to a Leo. I mean, it's Leo season. Leo's just showing their heads everywhere. And everybody's reading. They got to make a big appearance. But the Strength card is here because it's saying that, the advice here is, it's all about your character and the compassion that you have for others. So don't forget, as you're taking this back seat or you're putting up with a lot of inconsistencies or a lot of heartache and pain from your person, don't forget that you still need compassion for yourself too. Yes, you can endure a lot of things because you are a Taurus, you are the bull, but at the same time, you definitely should have the strength to move on when things are not working. You could be comfortable, but in the end, is this you being comfortable, is it worth risking everything, like your integrity and how you move and your weaknesses being exploited and your weaknesses being exploited? Let me see. What else is here? Taurus, you could at times wear your heart on your sleeve and you really want love, and I feel like the universe is saying like love will come to you. Like somebody is waiting for you to be free so they can be with you romantically. They are a calm person. They are a person that wears their heart on their sleeves. They're very sensitive to your emotions, well educated, and they want to find love too. So, but that's what I have for Taurus. Lastly, Aquarius, last but not least. Then we're out of here. Where is my Aquarius, baby? Here we are. The sign of I know. Aquarius, what do you know? Everything. Okay. I got my cards all mixed up. So Aquarius, we're just going to have to do another deck for you. Let's see. Divinely guided message for light and shadow energy for the sign of Aquarius, what they need to know about themselves, and perhaps the person that is connecting with them, what they need to know as well for Aquarius. Light energy first, please. Aquarius, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Aquarius, you're coming across as a person that has a high energy of overworking. Maybe you are overworking yourself with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're being a helicopter parent. You are focused on some lavish things in life. You're trying to build and regain some type of status. You're focused more on material abundance, material wealth, and just being lavish. And this could be coming across in your relationships as well. Like, it's almost like you don't really care about the stability of the relationships. You are acting independent in a relationship when you're with a person. We have an Eight of Swords in your shadow energy. So we know that Aquariuses are freedom loving, and it's giving me an energy of you feeling like you're being tied down in a relationship, whether you've told your partner this or not, or whether they know. Eight of Swords is you trying to gather the thoughts or the mental wherewithal to either leave this relationship or stay in this relationship. I feel like there's things that really bother you about being in relationships, and part of it is the fact that you feel tied down, like you can't do anything. Maybe you want to go out and splurge, but then you have to think of your person. And you are a generous and humanitarian sign. Yes, you will give to others, but at the same time, when you want something, you want it, and you don't want to have to wait, or you don't want to have to express yourself too much. You don't want anybody that's too needy around you. So the Eight of Swords is here because it's kind of like showing that you are feeling tied down in a relationship, like, but you're not really tied down, but that's how you feel. And it's kind of making you view relationships differently. Two of Wands, and this Two of Wands is you trying to make plans, trying to really stick out a plan. If you gave somebody a commitment, Aquarius, you like to follow through. You don't want your name being the kind of person associated with not being able to follow through on plans. So I feel like this is why this Two of Wands has come out, because it's really saying that you are trying to make it work because this is what you agreed to. Maybe you have some contract or connection, or you just gave your word. Knight of Wands, you want your passion back. You want to be able to go out and go and love and do the things that you love to do, whether it be flirt with other people, date other people, or actually just get out there and party with other people. What is the advice for Aquarius? What does the person need to know about Aquarius? The Ten of Cups in reverse. Oh, goodness, Aquarius. I feel like you do want a separation. If you're connecting with this Aquarius, I don't know when it's going to come, but this Ten of Cups in reverse is an Aquarius in deep thought about a commitment or a connection. I think they've changed their mind, and they're really going to try to tell you when the time is right, or maybe there's going to be a big blowout, a fight or something, and you're going to realize that this Aquarius is just, you think it's, how can I say this? You think it's one of those fights that you and Aquarius had, and really it's the kind of fight that Aquarius like, okay, Aquarius knows they're moving on after this fight, and it's going to kind of confuse you because Aquarius is you usually fight with this Aquarius and you make up in a few days or a few hours or whatever. But I think this time the Aquarius is like, no, I'm done, and that's going to really shock the person that's in this energy with this Aquarius. Look, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Aquarius is shutting it all down. Their whatever stability they had, whatever newness that was in this connection that felt like it was refreshing, Aquarius has decided like, no, it's not going to work. It's too much. I like to be who I am. I like to do me, and I need a person that can actually be in it with me and just allow me to do me. Like, I'll be faithful and loyal, and we know that Aquarius is, that's, up to, each sign is different, but, the more freedom you give an Aquarius, the more they will come back to you with love, honesty, and they will cherish you. But if they feel tied down, that's when they're going to run away. So good luck in your relationship with this Aquarius. That's all I have for you right now. As you see, I'm getting very sleepy. So I'll go and I'll talk to you later. Bye.